Welcome to the Lone Machinist. It's just you, the work, and the machine. Sorry, I surprised Curt with the recording there. What have you got going on this week, Curt?
Talk about how I, despite my claims of last week of being 99% certain that my anodizing problems were fixed, they're not. Deburring question that I'm going to ask you, which I probably know the answer for, and better ordering system, because I was frustrated this week and I realized that I'm frustrating everybody else in the world. Anyways, how about what are you going to talk about?
We're going to talk about customers destroying spindles, the handy semen packaging, and then I got new coolant in my machine.
Ooh.
Yeah, how are you this fine morning, and what fancy beverage are you drinking?
This fine morning I am tired because I'm sleeping, and then I woke up, and then I have these little itty bitty cans of pop, which make me feel like a giant because they're just like they're 222 milliliters.
Oh, so, wow, that's like, tiny.
Yeah, they're like I don't know, 2/3 of a regular can. So yeah, you just feel like it's like perfect. It's like the perfect amount of like pop, but or soda as some people call it, but we call it pop here. Anyway, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm carrying on. I can just before we start, I was telling you it's been a week. Yeah, fucking hell. So, let's get into that topic first of why it was such a week. So after we recorded, probably 3 or 4 hours after that, last week, my brother-in-law decided he's going to have a seizure.
Oh shit!
In Madagascar.
Oh no!
On the top of a mountain.
Oh shit! No.
Yeah, and then the car overheated twice before they could get back to where they stay in Madagascar.
Oh.
Along the way, he had another 2 seizures.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He was with his wife, his kids, and their dogs. Like, the dogs saw just, like, straight up, like, apparently that morning the one doggo was being an absolute shit. As soon as this went down, he was just in line. He knew something wasn't right, and he was following orders then.
Weird.
But, yeah, then... they were driving down the hill, the car overheated. So my sister-in-law told her 6-year-old to get out and go push start the car while she lay on top of Adam so he didn't beat himself up while having a seizure. Anyway, got to the clinic, tells the nurse or the person that she needs whatever the meds were to stop the seizure. The guy, no, it's 3,000 RER. She's like, he has 20,000 RER, give me the fucking meds. And the lady came back with a change. She threw the change at the lady's like, he's having a fucking seizure. You can see him having a seizure. Now you want me to pay for the meds first. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, They then try to get a Medivac out of Madagascar through our health insurance. And no, it's a pre-existing condition.
Oh, no.
So she then had to leave her 2 sons, 6 and 4, with the house caretaker lady there, get on a plane and fly back here. It took her 36 hours to get back here. The Uber driver in... Anta and Terra, whatever the fuck, the main airport in Madagascar, I don't actually know the name of it. I thought he was a rally driver and nearly killed him a few times. Then, they landed there, stayed in a hotel for like 6 hours because they had a layover. Get back to the airport, trying to go through passport control, and now they think my brother-in-law's on drugs. So they want to swab everything because he's out of it. He can't speak at this point. He can barely walk. And eventually my sister was like, no, he's just retarded. And then they let him through. Like, he wasn't, when he got you, he wasn't speaking. Like, it was fucking bad. So then once they took off, she arranged with the air hostess to have the airport ambulance come and pick him up from the plane so he didn't have to go through passport control and bring him into the clinic at the airport where we picked him up. But then going to the airport, it's the only time ever I've gone through the main interchange going to the airport where I haven't stood in a queue. The road's just a fuck up. It's the only time it's never been a fuck up. And I go fetch the car, I pick them up, and I drive out the airport before Danica turned the GPS on. And the roads were fucked. What should have been a 20-minute drive to the hospital took us an hour. I ended up having to go zigzagging through back roads and things to get, It was great. Then dropped them dropped them all off at the emergency. We had arranged to go, and then the nurses there are like, no, he looks fine. Like, he's had 6 fucking seizures in the last 24 hours. What do you mean he looks fine? So eventually got him admitted. Then I had him taken out of that hospital because they're calling them useless is a compliment. They had on his chart that he was epileptic, not that he had 6 seizures because of a brain tumor. Like, just incompetence to know. Anyway, on a positive note, he's back home now. Well, he's back with us now. Or staying in. He was staying in Heidelberg last night. He's staying with us tonight, I think. But yeah, he's doing much better. Seems like his medication was just out of whack with the temperature change and whatnot. His body wasn't metabolizing the anti-seizure meds that he's on forever.
Okay.
Yeah, so since the brain tumor and the radiation, he's permanently on anti-seizure meds. And looking at the levels in his blood, it looks like his body wasn't metabolizing it. So that's what caused the seizure. So nothing huge. Fucking huge, but yeah, less than ideal.
Sure.
But yeah, he's okay at least. Looks like he's going back to Madagascar just with a fuckload of meds this time.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's okay.
Good outcome, but yeah.
Yeah. His short-term memories, they were very worried he wouldn't remember fuck all, but it's all come back to him. His speech is coming back. I think he's going to a neurologist tomorrow. So,
okay.
Fun times.
Jesus,
never a dull moment.
scary.
And obviously, that threw a spanner in everything I had fucking planned.
Yeah, I bet.
Because now I'll go visit him every day at the hospital, and yeah. But anyway, it was what it was. It could have been way worse. I nearly got 2 children because I'm their godfather.
Right.
And if the parents peg, Danik and I become the guardians. So they need to stay the fuck alive. Like I walked into the hospital, I'm like, but what part of live long and prosper did you not fucking catch?
Right.
For fuck's sakes. Let them be a little bit older before you die, please.
Jesus.
Jeez. Yeah, so it's been a week. But we also did a fuckload of machining this week. So back on topic.
Holy moly.
Mildly stressful. Makes me very, very concerned about brain aneurysms. But and how quickly shit can change.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like Wednesday nights, I went to dinner with my sister-in-law because Danik and her mom went to the hospital and she hadn't eaten. So she came, we did quiz night. She came to dinner. We had a long chat about everything and the whole story. And what a fuck show to get him back to South Africa.
Jeez. No doubt.
So they were in the aviation industry and they're pretty well connected. One of the places at the airport right by us, literally we're going to charter a plane to go fetch him. It was going to be... Hang on, need to plug in the Imperializer. Just the fuel cost. They were going to do it, everything else for free, just pay for the fuel. Was going to be, that's in inches, $73,000 just for fuel to fly and fetch him. Yeah. So they were arranging to fetch him from our international airport and fly him to the local Rand airport, it's like a 10-minute flight, but it took us 40 minutes to do the drive. Because of traffic. They were going to pick him up, but the problem is you've got to come in through the airport and then go back out the airport you've got to come in, stamp your passport, then go back out. So it's kind of pointless. But yeah, their friends were making plans to get them to the hospital as fast as possible. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Yeah, not what you know, who you know.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
Yeah. So very interesting.
Crazy. It's a
very
crazy
less than
week.
Ideal. Yeah, well, their week's been fucking wild. My week's been pretty chill other than just going to the hospital a lot. But yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean...
So,
So I'm glad it balanced out as good as it can by the sounds of it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it could have been very much worse.
Jeez, yeah. I mean, it's good. Good he's living his life, too, where he wants to be living his life and not like...
Exactly.
Not,
like, Danik's a bit stressed that he wants to go back, but I'm like, why not? Take a bunch of meds with and fucking at least there he's making a life for himself, whereas here he literally can't get a job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sweet, if he wants to go back, let him go back. He's a grown ass adult.
Yeah, exactly. Take the precautions you can and live your life, especially if it's not something that is like it's not. It doesn't sound like it's out of the blue, but
no, but it was and. The one doctor's like, no, he's just not taking his meds. And they're like, no, he's taking his meds because they thought the cleaning staff were stealing them. So they were very on top of the meds. Like they were making sure because they thought, hey, maybe the cleaning people are stealing them. So they were doing like counts every day to make sure that they were all there. So they know he was taking the meds. But anyway, moral of the story, don't get a brain tumor and don't need meds.
Yeah, good luck, folks. Yeah.
Yes, good luck. But anyway, back to the machining things. What's happening with your anodizing?
I don't know is the short answer, but I'm pulling I'm pulling all the unknown levers. So last week I pulled the big unknown lever, which I thought was just the anodizing
Phosphates.
solution, because I feel like I had the cleaning like
Yeah.
pretty freaking dialed. Like I've been stressing about that pretty hardcore. So I pulled the phosphates lever, and that helped definitely. Like I'm getting like much more consistent. I did a bunch of low voltage anodizing this week, just because I'm pulling another lever and I have to wait on this one, but so those colors came out beautiful. They were the easiest to do that I've ever done. They were incredibly consistent. Every part was identical, which isn't usually the case for me.
Yeah.
Some of them vary by just fractions of a volt, but to get the same uniform color, much better. Um, the one thing I haven't changed in a very long time is my etchant. The etch I use multi-etch just because hydrofluoric acid is nightmare fuel, and I can't get hydrofluoric acid here, so I use. And you shouldn't be using hydrofluoric acid
No,
anyways.
you definitely should not be.
Yeah, it's like one of those that like it goes through your skin and dissolves your bones. It's like it's not good stuff to play with. Anyways, the hydrofluoric I'm using, or not, sorry, Jesus Christ, the multi-etch I'm using is technically out of date. It's like it's older than it should be, and I think I'm getting, according to Claude, anyways, I'm probably getting all kinds of imbalances in that. So I should just replace that. So I ordered it from the one company that sells it in Canada, and I don't mind dealing with them, but they actually lead into another one of my topics, of just being annoyed by an ordering system. So I ordered that like literally like after our last podcast, and it should have been here in a few days, and it'll be here by, I think, by the time this podcast comes out, it'll be here, which is a little longer considering it's coming from my own country, but is what it is. I got to deal with it. So that's my last kind of lever to pull. So I'm really hoping that works. So I'll update you guys next week.
Because the etch is part of your anode process. So you clean everything, then you etch, rinse, and then anodize.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like I've changed every element of that, even the orders, and like, so I have one more lever to pull technically, which I will try after that, and that is switching from DI water over to, which should be the purest form of water, trying to go to or it's DI being distilled. I might try sorry, not deionized.
Not deionized,
distilled should be the cleanest form of water you can get. But
it's definitely not. I can tell you right now, it's definitely not.
Well, that's what people are, like, I'm reading online. It depends on your source, because it should be distilled water coming from literally just pure H2O. Yeah, from a still. But there's varying degrees of how pure it can actually be, and ppm wise, it's like zero. So well, mine is like zero.
Yours zero. Okay.
It's very good, but that doesn't mean everything. So anyways, I'll try deionized water as well, and see if that works.
So multiple things. I used to buy distilled water for my anode setup. I was getting 12 ppm on a brand new bottle. My RO system outputs 3 to 4 on a bad day. On a good day, it's like 1 to 2. My wire cutter where I used to work had a DR system in it, so it would set the resistance of the water to 50 ohms. So it would pump through the resin, get it to 50, and then it would, as it would go out, it would pump through the resin again and get it back to 50 ohms. I don't know what that ohms distance was, but that's what the wire cutter wanted. So I'm wondering if you might have a conductivity issue because your water is not the right level of conductivity.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't matter, because like you can, like, I could anodize in this can of Coke. Like 100%. It just needs to be conductive, but at high volt, more conductive should help at higher voltages, but that's not true either, because I made a stupid concentrated solution of electrolyte. 10 times stronger than it should be, just to see what happened, and you get bad results. So there is a sweet spot, and it's about 0.5% for the people that are listening.
I mean, an RO system is like, I think I paid $70 for my last one. They're cheap as beans. And And that gets you pretty freaking clean water. Like, that's what I use for my ano.
And I can get commercial like RO water like super close. That's what I usually do. I just buy it in like whatever 20-liter jugs because it's cheap and it's good. So I'll try all the waters. If that's the issue, I'll start. And then if that still doesn't work, then I'll go the nuclear route and buy a few liters of like lab grade water of just like perfectly clear water. And like,
so I used to, when I was water cooling my PCs, I used to go to the pharmacy and buy distilled water at the pharmacy. And I could put it on my medical aid, which was great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I also figured out exactly which brands of condoms I could put on my medical aid. It wasn't all of them.
Oh, no?
No, it wasn't. It was certain ones would go through on the medical aid, others wouldn't. So it was great. So I figured all that shit out the hard way. But yeah, I used to buy distilled water from there, and then I was buying distilled for the ano setup, and that was like the biggest cost on ano, was buying distilled water every time, because every time I ran a batch of ano, I was burning through like 10, 20 liters of water, because I'm rinsing with distilled as well. Now the RO system, like that thing paid for itself with the bolt belts, it's like same time.
Yeah, I try to use RO for everything because it's dirt cheap, and same thing. My distilled water is rather spendy, but
yeah, curious to see if you managed to come right with the ano things.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it being the etch now, but we'll find out together because other people are doing this, and it's not like the other thing is other people are doing this on commercially pure titanium, like CP2, which is like grade 2, which is wildly different. Like anodizing pure titanium, much easier when you're not doing an alloy with other shit mixed into it. I just don't want to switch to CP2. So
no, CP2 is gummy as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if you saw AJ's flood video.
It's on my feed. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard him ranting about it.
Slight spoiler. He's got a powder coat booth.
Yes.
Yes, he wants to make it into an ano booth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So when I'm there visiting him, just before I test, I'll have a chat to him about it. I designed racking for my, and I finally got around to designing the racking on Friday night. So my mate's got access to a laser cutter. So I'm going to go give him my sheet of titanium and be like, cool, cut me like 3 sets of this racking. Let me check that it works. Once it works, I'm just going to blast that whole sheet into racking because my racking is like on its last legs. It was I guillotined a sheet of titanium into strips, and then I literally made them with tin snips, cutting the shapes and then TIG welding them together. So now I've designed it that it's all, you bend little tabs, push them through, and then twist the tab, and it locks everything together.
Oh, sick. Smart.
And then
nice.
I've got it that because I've now got a conductive titanium bar across my ano rig, and I just drop them in and it makes contact. So much better. Like the single best upgrade that I've done.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I actually need to run ano. I might run ano today. I need to make a grey anchor point.
I'm assuming then with time, even though it is titanium, they get beat up. Like, do they get eroded away, or are they just happy?
They don't give a shit.
Okay, cool.
So the problem with like using aluminium racking pins, they single use or aluminium racking. You have to you run it, then you have to etch off the anodize, and then you forget them in the etching tank and they disappear.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I switched to titanium a long time ago. So like the anchor points I bought 6mm titanium pinning and threaded the ends. So like even now the Handy Seamen have an M5 hole in them that is used only for anodizing racking. That I can screw the racking pin into it, and there you go. I have electrical conduct connection. I can anodize, no problem. Yeah, like the titanium is the way to go. Like the problem is buying small racking is not really a thing. Like everyone does those giant sunflowers, those don't fit in my tanks. So I'm making individual racks that I can stack 4 parts per rack, and then I can put 6 racks in the tank if I want, if I have the surface area for it. But yeah, the titanium lasts forever. It doesn't get affected by the acid.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
like even my heat exchanger has got a titanium plate on it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's hard to piss off titanium, but I have realized there's a few things that do piss it off, and there's like I didn't even realize it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that would make you angry. So
yeah, but so I found that the nylon fittings I use for my heat exchanger fail after about a year. They just get brittle from the acid exposure.
Oh, okay.
And they literally just crumble That's how I lost my
Okay.
last tank of acid. So it's something I might just buy some PTFE and turn some PTFE fittings.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be a plastic that's just immune to it.
PET is also pretty chemically immune.
Okay.
Like I've got my heat exchanger is PET and titanium. Like it's a PET block that I mill the channel into, slapped a piece of titanium with an O-ring, and then turned little PET pucks that are tapered that you push into the undercut, and you just grab with a pair of pliers and they compress the O-ring outwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because the anode setup needs to move now. I'm tired of having it at home. Yeah, this has been the ongoing fucking thing for weeks. I just need to figure out what I'm doing in that in the anode room. I want to protect the floor because inevitably you drop dye and stuff onto the floor.
Right.
And it's a bit of a wet process. So I'm thinking of maybe just making a raised section that slants down to a point that I can pump the crap out of, and just build it as nice as I can build it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, put a little bit of extra effort in up front. But yeah, it's on the list of shit to do.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't put it
in.
Designing new racking. I did. I thought I put it in the document.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it in there.
How's the little, how's just between your topics there, how's your little A1 Mini going?
Oh, it's a beast other than the nozzle it came with being fucked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so the nozzle it came with, I don't know if I got a partial jam or what. Anyway, it was fighting shit. Like it wasn't printing properly. And I ordered a spare set of nozzles, put a 0.6 in. When I took the 0.4 out, I see it's leaking at the top. So I don't know if it got jammed and just forced fit. I don't know. Now it's printing beautifully. I don't know if you saw my post, my story this week of the handy Siemens packaging.
I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did.
Oh, jeez. One moment, please. Just find out chat.
Sending shit on the podcast.
Sending shit on the podcast. We need a song first. Should we try summon Jacob to make us a song?
That boy's busy.
He is. Oh, we actually hung out on Discord on it's on WhatsApp on Wednesday because I was stuck at the shop wanting some stuff.
Oh, okay.
So we ended up having a Wednesday hangout on Discord. Because I was bored, so I just hopped in. Yeah.
Pretty.
Gridfinity.
I like that. Yeah, Gridfinity with the purple. It looks pretty.
Yes, so the last 3 layers I just do a color change. So I do a pause, do a color change, and then carry on printing.
Oh, I like that. That looks nice. That print looks nice too.
Yes. A little bit of warping. Like literally it's pulling the magnetic bed off of the magnets in the corners.
Yeah, okay. Like it's sizable.
It's a pretty big print. But A1 Mini's awesome. And then Joshua from Firmworks was printing something on his Ender 3. And I'm like, get A1 Mini. Because I've been telling him to get A1 for a while. And the next morning I wake up to a post. I'm admitting defeats in real time. I bought A1 Mini because his Ender 3's print failed. And he's like, no, this is freaking magic. Like, it's what printing was sold to us to be 10 years ago.
Yes. Yeah, like, that's... Yeah.
Other than mine having a retarded nozzle, it prints beautifully. Like, absolutely beautifully. So I put a 0.6 because I like speed.
Yeah.
But I mean, we printed spindle. I printed a 19-hour spindle liner only to discover that the bore was the wrong size.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it was oversized, but not enough, so it was tight on the bar. So I ended up just making a spindle line out of a piece of PVC conduit.
Okay.
No, much quicker. It took me like 3 hours to print the TPU parts. Slid them on with some super glue. There you go. Spindle liner done. Because, spindle liner. That actually reminds me. Proper spindle liners are critical.
Okay.
So we've been running production. We've been having feeding issues as of late.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's on a part we make 2,500 of a month. And we're having like weird feeding issues. And we're using a printed spindle liner, the parametric one that I made, but it's that long. So the bar is dipping and doing all sorts of weird shit in the spindle bore. So we made a spindle liner. We haven't had a feeding issue since.
Okay.
So yeah, make proper spindle liners. Don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Now yesterday the machine made 400 parts while I was there. 0 feeding issues.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Although, having said that, we picked up the weirdest of issues. So the tap was starting to get a bit long in the tooth. So Carl put in a new tap. He was on the third part. It was running in auto. First part was fine. I walked over, had a look, and I watched the machine thread in, yoink back, and snap the tap.
Weird.
So I'm like, what the fuck? This is a brand new tap. Like, it's made 3 fucking parts. So I'm like, okay, that's really weird. We put another tap in, thought it was just like the collet wasn't tight or something. Put an old tap in, same thing. Threads in, rapids out, and yoinks the tap off. So I'm like, fuck, what is going on here? So I'm like, okay, leave the tap out. Let's run the cycle again. So we run the cycle again, threads in, yoinks out, like full rapid out. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, maybe the Linux CNC has just hit a fucking wobbly. Close Linux CNC, open it again, retouch off, no tap, run the same cycle. Threads in, rapids out. So I'm like, what the fuck? So, okay, maybe the Mesa cards hit a wobbly. Power down the machine, power the machine back up, touch off again, run the same cycle, threads in, rapids out. So what the fuck is going on? So MDR, 300 RPM, rigid tapping cycle, just hand code it, threads in, threads out. 500 RPM, threads in, threads out. 750 RPM, threads in, rapids out. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know if the encoder's got coolant in it or something, but we had to slow our program to 500 RPM and now it's running fine. But all of a sudden, just won't rigid tap out at 750.
Weird.
Super weird. Like, just all of a sudden. It's like it loose. So when I was doing the hand-coded one, it with the 750 RPM, it would thread in and then stop. It wouldn't wrap it out. So I don't know if we're not getting the pulses out the way it's expecting them at high RPM, but like just all of a sudden doesn't want to do it anymore.
Weird.
Yeah, really, really weird one. It's a Fanuc encoder. It's sealed. It shouldn't be a problem. Getting to it's a real nightmare, so I don't really want to poke at it.
Is that one running on a Pi?
It is. Pi 4 with a 7C81.
Is your Wi-Fi on?
No.
Okay.
It is disabled because of that fucking issue. I actually need to disable the Wi-Fi on the MCO because it's, The MCO, I need to just take that SD card out, duplicate it, and then update one of them because it's unstable. Every now and again, Linux CNC crashes on that machine. Yeah, that's mostly when you edit programs.
That's the one thing I found is on my lathe, it runs a crap ton of production, and then just once in a while it would fault out. And it's a safe fault because it just I put so much stupid error checking in my not in the program itself, but not even the HAL file. I can't remember where I hit it. Whatever.
Is it for your turret? Your error checking?
It's for my turret. Yeah, it's for my turret.
I added that for mine as well.
Yeah, and it would just be like it'd fault out. I'm like, oh, okay, you got angry, and then I would just like reboot it, and it'd be fine again for like weeks, months.
What I've noticed, if I have a flash drive plugged in, a USB drive, it crashes more regularly than if there isn't one plugged in. So I'll plug one in, transfer the program over, unplug it, and then it's pretty stable. But then you'll run like 1,000 parts, go to change program to run something else, you'll open the program to edit it, and it just shits the bed. Yeah. But your version, you haven't updated yours, have you? Since you built it. Ours are both on the same version because they were both at the same time. We've got the same version. The one on Carl's machine and on the Goodway, super rock solid.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. There's been some serious updates, but obviously with all the fun turret stuff, you don't really want to go fuck with it.
Well, and it happens infrequently enough that I just don't care. And usually mine was because the Wi-Fi was on, and it's just that much more load on the system, and it's just like, gah! And it's like, I don't know if I had to call it every, like it's maybe one every. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, but like it's maybe one every, I don't know, 2,000 tool changes, and it just hits a point where it's like, I don't know what the turret is. I'm like, okay, just start and stop it, and it's happy, and it goes again. So it's not like annoying to recover from, but it's just like. Once in a blue moon, I'm like, hey, you're stopped. Why are you stopped? And I'm like, oh, your thing again.
That's the biggest update I did to the MCO turret code was adding error checking because it didn't have it. Yeah. Because the people who retrofit MCOs are hobbyists. If it crashes once in a while, who cares? It's like
Yeah.
you're watching it run. I'm not watching it run. It's left to fucking run. And that error checking, like within 10 minutes of having it implemented, it caught the first crash.
Oh yeah, it saves so many pairs of pants for me. Because same thing, I would just have to rely on me catching it. And like, good luck catching an error that you only see every 3 months.
I would be in the house watching TV and go out to check on the MCO, and the MCO's crashed. And now it's smoked my sensor drill, my collet, like a whole bunch of tools, because I thought it was on tool 1, it was on tool 2, and it slammed the fucking sensor drill into the spinning chuck. So yeah, it got expensive. But
Yeah.
we implemented that. It literally took us like less than 2 hours to implement, and it's now like, if it misses a tool change, it does a tool change, checks. If it isn't correct, it does a tool change again until it hits the right tool. And yeah, that's worked flawlessly.
Yeah, I'm sure I could actually put recovery in mine, but I just put it so like, I'm like, do a tool change, check your tool change, wait a very, very small section of time, because that was what my issue was. Like, wait, basically a settling time, and then check again. And are you still happy? It's like, carry on. And yeah, that catches everything for me, which is lovely.
Yeah, that's the stuff that real machines do by themselves.
Yeah, totally, exactly. Yeah, like wait 40 milliseconds and check again. Like, it's inconsequential, but yeah.
Mine actually takes a while to finish the tool change because it checks, and then I think there's a delay after that as well. But I don't really care. The machine runs. Like, it made 500. It made 500 parts yesterday while I was at the shop for 7 hours. That machine made 500 parts. The Goodway made 400. I processed 600 on the LK.
That's a lot.
I loaded 1,000 parts. Well, I loaded 500 parts twice in and out of fixtures yesterday to process 500 little PTFE caps, and then was doing another job as well.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
It was fun. We did 1,500 parts in 7 hours. It's not too bad. Although there were no podcasts because people are not doing podcasts anymore. There was no business of machining this week. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, what gives? Chop people.
So, come on, keep a schedule. So I had to watch YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was YouTube headphones and just loading parts. Like, it's a 2-minute 40 cycle, and it takes me 2 minutes to load the pallets.
Ugh.
So 40 seconds, you can do fuck all. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that was fine. We got lots of parts done. But yeah, so what can you tell me about... Oh, wait. Before we discuss MOPA lasers, we have Patreons. Patreons make the wheels on the minecart go round and round. Make Curt happy.
I love
that Patrons
sound.
will get access to the after show and the Google form that I don't know if Curt has made yet.
Didn't Danica make a form in the last podcast?
She did, but that wasn't for the patrons. That was for the meetup.
Okay, I looked at that and I was like, oh shit, Danica took my. I'm like, oh, Jamie's gonna yell
we need
at
to
me.
make one
will he
for
be mad?
No, we need one specifically for the Patreons that is formatted so that it works with your shipping stuff.
Okay, I will do that because I saw it and then I was like, fuck, I have to do that. So yeah, yell at me, Patreons, if I don't. It's not going to matter. You're not going to be able to yell at me, but yell at me in thought.
Yeah, you know where to find them. It's at Confounded Machine on Instagram.
I guess, yeah, you can yell at me there too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, the Patreons make the wheels on the minecart and train go round and round. Thank you to all the patrons. Everyone on the $6 and above tier get access to the after show where Curt and I normally discuss some random shit. And the top tier patrons all get a shout out every week. And those guys are Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fantastic, AJ from Subtract Manufacturing, Jason S, EJ from Nocturnal Welding, the Aussie Machinist, Christian Olsen, Charles White, Carl from Cursed Machine, Matt from Off-World Gear, Alex B, John from Tercent Performance and Engine Tricks, Matt from Modern Fuel, Josh from Later Machine, Greg from Tabletop Machine Shop, and Jesse from Data Pro, and Ben from Prickly Prototypes. I got to write this down. Also, I mixed up Matt and Matt. Okay, that's why I mixed it up. From Off-World Gear and Modern Fuel. Now that everyone was talking about the testing of the knife.
Okay.
It's not Modern Fuel, it's Off-World Gear. But yeah, got them mixed up. But anyway, thank you, Patreons, for making the wheels on the minecart go round and round. Now let's hear about Curt's MOPA stories.
Okay, so I'm an idiot. So I have that like brand deal with Laser Pecker, which has been fine, whatever. Like they and like some people have actually sent me messages and be like, hey, I saw you on like an ad through like Laser Pecker. You're famous on them, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't see them, but other people have. So, but which also has a side effect of now a lot of competing companies are seeing those ads, and then they reach out to me and ask me if I want a laser. And it's like, well, I currently have this brand deal, so I can't review any units like right now. But one company reached out to me, and they do like bigger, like MOPA lasers. So I was like, oh, well, I'm like, well, they're reaching out to me. So I'm like, let's ask for the world. Because they're like, do you want to review our new like 30 watt, whatever. And I was like, no, like, I'm like, no, like even the one this laser I'm reviewing here, it's like, it's not designed for production. It's designed for hobbyists, and it's designed for prototyping. It's not going to handle production. And, so I'm like, no, I can't. Like, it's going to be useless to me. I'm like, however, I'm like, you have like 100 watt or 60 watt and 100 watt MOPA lasers. And I'm like, I'd be moderately interested in that. But like, for that to work, I needed to integrate with this, and this. And they're like, okay, well, how about, they're like, we could change you over to a 60 watt MOPA laser that you could use for your products in return for, X amount of videos. And I'm like, okay. Like, blah, blah. And this is the fun thing, because I'm like, if someone reaches out to you, like if any of these companies ever reach out to anybody, listen, like they're reaching out to you. So ask for the world, like ask for the world, or ask for whatever you want. Yeah, you have all the power. Ask for what you want, and basically take whatever they're offering you and be like, no, I'll give you less videos, but you give me more product. And if you don't want it, that's okay. Like, go pound sand. So that's what I did. And eventually I sent them, I'm like, okay, I want to make this. Tell you, like, this is the product I want to make. I can only make it with a 4th axis, and I'm going to need a lot of power to do it because I'm doing it in a production sense. And like I think that was the thing, is like I had the design finalized. I'm like, if you want actual production content, like to show your people, this is a production job that I have to do. So anyways, they went to their design team. They're like, yeah, they're like 100 watt is way more suited for you. So like, send us your address. We'll get you a 100 watt MOPA fiber laser and a 4th axis. So I was like, sick. So yeah, we'll see if that. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see if what their shipment is going to be. But yeah, it looks like I'll get a 100 watt MOPA fiber and a 4th, like a little more proper, like one of the big standalones with like a big cooling tower and everything. So yeah, be kind of fun. So we'll see how that works out. Laser. Yeah, and like I have enough products to put through it. So I'm like, yeah, you want some content on this? Sure. And yeah, so anyways, I'm excited. Nice. See how that pans out. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so then I can sell this little tiny guy.
Yeah, the laser pecker.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever. You pay for it in time, so I got to buy one regardless. This one is rather spendy, so it's much more worth my time to crank out a few videos on it. Like I think in total I'd have to do like, what did I agree to them? I think I have to do 8, and it's like it's going to be like a $12,000 unit or something like that. So
yeah,
each like it gives me more room to do a video and not feel like I'm just absolutely wasting time. So
okay, yeah, nice.
We'll see.
Influencer Curt.
Influencer, just laser influencer. That's all I'm gonna be, because like they just keep. And I couldn't figure out why I was getting contacted. I'm like, oh, I see why, because they're watching their competitors, obviously. So, anyways, we'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll find a prettier influencer and be like, fuck you. I'll be like, oh, okay, well, is what it is. Yeah. So,
which one do you want?
I'll grab another one, because you got, well, we're even and even. Tell me about how your customers are breaking spindles.
So, you remember the Masso retrofit?
Oh no. Yeah.
So I think somebody kicked the air gauge on the inlet to the machine on the regulator. So they had the regulator set to 6 bar. And I got a message the other day, hey, the machine's not unclamping the tool. So I'm like, just check your air pressure. Sounds like that's what the issue is. And then I heard nothing. Got a phone call on Tuesday. The machine won't let go of the tool. So I'm like, okay, go push the fucking button on the solenoid. I want to know, like, I'm trying to remotely figure out where the problem is. They ended up putting a gauge in line, 3.5 bar, not 8. Yeah, so they turned the pressure up to 8 on the gauge, and it was reading on the new gauge 3.5 bar. The problem is the valves are internally ported. So there was enough air pressure coming in to trigger the valve, not enough to release the tool. And when they took the voltage off the valve, so when they told the spindle to clamp again, the valve stayed in the unclamped position because it didn't have enough pressure to drive the plunger back. And then they turned the spindle on and melted the encoder in the spindle. Because it's a router spindle. It's got the main motor, the encoder, and then the drawbar cylinder above. They fucking smoked it. So they phoned me in a panic. And they're like, no, it still won't release. We checked, we got 8 bar there. I'm like, strip the thing and see what the fuck's going on. They're like, oh, this thing's melted. I'm like, yeah, that makes no difference. We're not using the encoder. Like, it literally makes no fucking difference. Get it, put it back together, get it to work. The machine won't know any different. So I'm like, put a pressure gauge up on the head right before the valves that you just double check it. Make it part of the SOP in the morning. Check that there's 8 bar there or 6 bar, whatever it is. So they've done that. And then I ordered them a pressure switch to put in their cabinet because there wasn't one, which is kind of weird. So I ordered from China Land and it's a programmable one. But I bought the one that goes positive and negative so I can use it for my vacuum chuck on the machine as well.
Okay.
So that when it pulls a vacuum, I can have it flash a light if the vacuum's not right or whatever.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, or talk to the machine if I really want. But they were like $20. So I just bought 4 of them.
Nice.
But yeah, they smoked that encoder. Gone. But yeah, I assume they got it back together and running because I haven't heard from them. So,
I assume it's like some sort of like ISO tool holder, like without dogs, where you don't need that.
BT30/ISO.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no drive dogs, so it doesn't really matter. I think the encoder was speaking back over CAN bus initially, but we don't have CAN bus on a Masso, so I just fucking disabled it. Like, I think I put power there. I don't even know why I put power there, but yeah, anyway, it's working. They've got a spare spindle on the other machine, but they obviously don't want to pull it off because then that machine just becomes more and more fucked when they want to retrofit it. So yeah.
Right.
And then I was like, hey, by the way, I'm out of the country in September, so no retrofits for you until October.
Yeah. They'll limp through. They'll figure it out.
But yeah, the machine's running great until there's no fucking air pressure. So yeah, I'll go through there and throw in a pressure switch and then go look at their neighbor's machine that he wants me to retrofit. So as soon as those come in, I'll take a drive out there one morning and just go and do that and deal with quoting. I've also changed the way that I quote retrofits now.
Oh, okay. How's
so that one, so that one was time and material. So 10% markup on anything we buy, and then hours. How many hours we work, that's how we bill. And I'm like, nah. It's now fixed cost and materials. If I do it in 2 days, good for me. If I do it in 2 weeks, well, fuck, I'm losing money. But that way, I'm not feeling like, fuck, okay, where can I bill these oaks? Like, how can I make up hours to make it worth my while? So it's going to now just be a fixed cost for retrofits going forward, and it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be, this is my price. If you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
Yeah, that is worth me going to site and spending 5 days there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you have like when you have confidence in your skills to do it. Yeah, do it that way, because
100%. Because the problem is, like, now this week we made molds. I started on Wednesday. The customer phoned. It needs to be done by the end of the month. So I had pushed it. Like, I wanted to get it done earlier in the month. He phoned and said, hey, when are the molds done? I'm like, next week, Wednesday. He's like, okay, as long as it's by Wednesday, not any later. I'm like, okay, no worries. I'll get cracking on it. The materials here, I just haven't had a chance to put it in the machine. I started on Wednesday. I was done on Friday evening.
Nice.
There was 20, 30, 40 hours of machining in 3 days.
It's a lot.
4 hours of surfacing on the big cavity. So I literally was there on Wednesday night at 10 o'clock in the evening to rough the part, clear the shavings because they're long shavings that don't wash down, cleared the shavings, hit cycle start to do the finishing, and went home. It ran till 2 in the morning.
Nice.
And then Thursday morning, set up the next one, let it run for the morning. By lunchtime, it was done, ran off the other parts. They're all done. I just need to give them a quick sand and they can go out. So I powered through that, but like that job is running at a stupid hourly rate, which makes doing other shit really difficult. Like, I'd rather be doing mold work than be doing other shit.
Right.
Especially considering it runs while I do other work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I really wish I'd got the LK hooked up to Home Assistance already, but I haven't, because I would have loved to have seen my uptime on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even now, I've got I've got mag bases to run this week, and I'm going to spindle grip them. I'll spend some time today, design the trays, put them on the laser today, and then even if I'm only running 10 at a time, because that's the amount of acrylic I have, at least it's running while I'm doing something else. I'm not having to load a part every 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
I've got 60 mag bases to make for stock and send off for anodizing. So I want to automate that process.
Yeah, no.
And
makes
for
sense.
that, we will use the first of the production handy seamen.
Nice.
My one has been retired officially.
Oh, yeah?
The first prototype one has been retired. I've now got a production handy seaman in the machine.
Better to use production anyways. That way you can find
100%.
the shortcomings. Yeah.
There are none. It's perfect.
There are none. It is perfect.
Yes.
Go buy them.
Also I think the new cylinders seem a bit tighter. The tolerances on the slides.
Okay.
So there's a little bit less play. We'll see. I'm going to run it and see what it does after a couple hundred parts. But
Sick.
It's running.
Cool.
Buttoning those up so they can ship out. I'm waiting on. I need to build flats on the side lock holders, and then I can assemble. I do need to build an assembly jig. That's the only problem, because I want the side lock flat to be aligned with the gripper. So I need to make a jig for doing this and actually getting it aligned properly. So that's a Monday morning problem, and then get them packed. I've got to print another 2 of those trays, and then I can ship the orders out.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
It's and I made a little thing for the jaws. Not that it comes with jaws, but then if you put it in your drawer, you've got somewhere for the jaws to go.
I like that shit. I like when people think of that kind of stuff. Where you're like, oh, you used your head, or you use this product and you figured it out. Yeah.
Well, I have no intention of mine living in the fucking drawer, but I've got to ship it, so let me make it ship nicely.
Yeah. I love that.
It's kind of cool. So I've got to make a ported cap for it this week on Monday. So apparently through spindle, air on your spindle has a check valve in it. So if you pressurize, it doesn't vent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you pressurize your gripper and then you can't release. So I'm going to make a little, effectively a grub screw or a little hex bolt that's got a 0.75 hole through it. So when you push air, it's still enough air. The leak is not enough that it won't grip, but as soon as you take the air away, it vents and opens.
Right. Yeah. Smart.
So I'm going to make them on the mill because I'm a millbilly.
Millbilly.
I can do them in one op on the mill, like little hex bolts. I can do in one op with a hole through the middle in the mill. So I'm just going to do them in the mill. That's a Monday morning problem.
Nice. Millbilly. I like that one.
Yeah. Anyway, I managed to master most of mine. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about the deburring thing.
Okay, so that leads a little bit into my anodizing. Is when I do the IsoGrip pens, what I do is I machine them. I basically have them rough finished or rough hand finished, and then I tumble them in non-abrasive media for a bunch of time, and that just takes off any edges and burrs and whatnot. There's no burrs, but there's sharp corners, and you're holding it, so you want it smooth. But I also don't want to change the geometry at all. I just want it to not have sharper, just micro radiuses on everything. Yeah. It works great. It works fantastically. I pull it back out, then I final finish them. And they still finish nice. They're nice and bright. The pockets are still nice and shiny from just tool marks. I do want the tool marks. I do want it shiny. It dulls it a little bit, which also changes the anodizing a little bit, because now if I hand polish them, you have a bright polish and then a slightly less area where all the media has obviously been whacking it. So the anodizing isn't you don't get a perfect uniformity. So what I would love to do is just machine it, and then just be able to skip the tumbling stage, or the blasting stage or whatever. Skip those entirely, for just to get the nice clean anodized look on both of them. But I can't, because they kind of feel sharp in the hand. It's just I did. I think the first 10 of the pen, or the first, I don't know, maybe the first 10 or 20 of them I did without this process, and most people were beautiful. They look super nice. They're they're just a little sharp, and I'm they will wear in. But I'm I want to avoid that. I don't want someone's first opinion to be. So now I don't get that feedback anymore. But the ideal way to do this, and it's the way I'm kind of really not wanting to go is I put the pen blank in the fourth axis, machine all my crazy like isogrid patterns, whatever patterns I want to do in the future, and then take like like a ball nose and just trace every single edge and just put like a half thou chamfer on everything. The one problem with that is the tubes that I put in, if they're not perfectly round, and if they're not perfectly on center, and if they're not perfectly, like if there's a taper to the tube, even a 1 thou taper over these 4-inch tubes, 5-inch tubes, you'll notice it. You'll see it on these little micro chamfers, and it'll look glaring. So I'm like, I know that's the right way to do it, and that's the way my brain wants to do it, but I have to make everything so perfect that I'm like, oh, that's gonna make me hate life. So I'm like, I gotta figure out a better way to do it.
So what I'm hearing is you need to machine the tube in the fourth axis.
Machine the OD. Turn the OD in the fourth axis. Yes, that would solve my issues. For certain. That would solve it. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the thing. Have you considered using a deburring brush in the mill?
But that's I have a billion of those in my carts from various. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's actually a pretty good idea.
So the trick there would be to get your height exactly right, that you're not hitting the bottom of the pocket, so you're only hitting the OD.
Yeah, that's easy enough actually.
And then
it's essentially following following the same path that the tool that made it. So it would, like, even if I stay off the bottom 5 thou, it's still gonna be accurate to the tube.
It's just gonna go
stationary.
down on the tube, on the top of the tube, and then just spin the tube and slowly feed over, just so that it just knocks the top edge.
Yeah.
Just deburr the top edge. Well, I can put that on the list of things I'm looking at on IMTS, because there's a whole section for deburring.
That's a good idea. When I was trying to do internal deburring, I came across a bunch of really cool sites that, they'll have burrs that expand on the inside. I should actually look into that more. Because I know a bunch of them have like nice plastic abrasive bristles that are firm enough. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Then you get a brushed finish on your OD.
Yeah.
That'll knock any little burrs off like one time.
I was thinking that already. I was like, I could technically, because the fourth spins like the fourth axis of my mill spins like crazy quick. So I could do the OD turning with like a ball mill and just like follow along. I just didn't want to mile out my fourth axis.
Yeah.
But yeah, the deburring brush is actually a good idea, because that gives me just a little bit of that.
A little bit of give for if the tube runs out a little bit as well.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that idea. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna look into that. Good idea. Thank you. Deburring brushes.
I've had a stupid idea, by the way.
Okay, what's a stupid idea?
I need a chip fan. I've got a bunch of blades. I'm just going to put some blades on a screw and put them in the tool holder.
I like
12,000 RPMs, 12,000 RPM. Like those pots are rated to like 30,000. If they wear out, I can put new ones. The only problem, I don't like chip fans because they blow shavings in funny places on my tool carousel.
Yeah. And for the listener, Jamie just held up like a little drone with little fan blades. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be. Yeah, I don't like chip fans for that reason too, where you're just blasting chips everywhere they shouldn't be.
Yeah. But I had some loading issues with running the knives, but the lands were pretty big. So I think going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mill a slot into my jaw and press a dowel pin in. So I've got 3 points of or 3 lines of contact. And then any shaving that lands there is going to want to fall off of the point of contact.
Right.
Either that'll machine in little steps or something. I don't know. We're learning.
Yeah. You totally.
Now, getting reliable processes it's a challenge. I'm going to spindle grip a whole bunch of mag bases now, but those I don't give a shit. I'm doing op one. Like, I don't care if it sits a little skew, if there's a shaving under, as long as it grabs it rigidly enough, I literally do not care. Because it goes into fixtures for op 2.
Yeah, or just upgrade your coolant pump motor to something heinous and just go
the issue I was having is the coolant was blowing straight on the part and not going around the part when I was loading with the vacuum gripper. Yeah, so I've got provision for a blow-off on my M codes. There's pipes run for it that I just put a lock line pointing at the vice jaws and trigger a blow-off if I want.
Sure, yeah.
So I should probably do that. but I am also going to be implementing some unloading stuff. So you put a end mill backwards in a holder next to the gripper. So when you unload the part, you then change to that, it drops down and just feeds across, goes up, and then goes to load the next part. That way, if there's anything in the vise, it'll push it out the side.
You actually just made me think of something too. Is I have air blast on mine that I never use. The tube. I should
Yeah,
just put
M7.
some. Yeah, I should just put my lock line on it and just point it at my spindle and then use it because I'm always blowing the coolant off the part after.
Oh yeah,
I should
use it
use
to
it.
clean the machine.
Well, then I can drive the nozzle to exactly where I want to, so I'm not blowing chips into stupid places where I'm like just
I have
blow, blow,
literally
blow,
done
blow.
this.
Oh, this is a good idea. I
I've
like
done
this
this
idea.
before with my M7. I was doing, what was I doing? I was doing something with a short cycle time, but it was pooling coolant. So I
Yeah.
just figured out where I wanted the machine to be. So I just jogged it and hit the air blast button with the
Yeah.
line pointed, and then I just added those like 3 lines of code. So go to this position, M7, M9, and it would blast most of the coolant out so I could unload the parts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I have these little like the 256 threaded holes, and I like to blow
Yeah.
the coolant out so I can just test them. But they're annoying because you blow coolant out of a little hole, and like
And
I
you get it in your
hide and
face.
I put
Yeah.
my hand through the door and bzz, 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 but I should just let the machine go bzz, 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 bzz when it's done. It would take
Yeah.
2 seconds extra, and it'd be ready for me. Oh.
Yeah. Your machine
I
has
think like
these
yeah.
features.
I'd say it's a robot. It doesn't care. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. Okay, this is a great podcast for me.
Learning all sorts of fun things.
Yeah, I don't care if anyone listens to this. Yeah, okay.
So tell me about your printed racks, because those things have always I've always found them entertaining. Like I
Yeah,
think they're
I found-
fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're so useful. Except I made a nice version that has like a handle that I could dunk into my tanks, and like it would pull a whole set of 8 parts out at once,
Yeah.
and then it had little baskets that magneted on. Anyways, it was terrible. It was so annoying. So I redid it, and I bought magnets that are much more powerful. So it gets rid of the one annoying part where the baskets didn't stay on very well. And I started using it for this last batch, mainly because I'm using like tanks for my ultrasonic now, which is what they were designed for. They were designed to
Yeah.
fit in these little different tanks of like solvents and whatnot. But it's so much better already now because like so many of my parts are like matched where they have to go together. So this one has like little individual bays that keep all the light components. Like I can be like, okay, there's whatever 8 sets in here. I know the order of everything. So like I know which part goes to which pen body, which goes to which clip, which goes to which end cap. And like I can keep them all perfectly in sync. And I have 2 of them now. I printed 2 of them. So I can load one while the other one's cleaning. And like, yeah, it's way more better. I'll do like a story on it at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use PETG. It seems to be good enough for ultrasonics up to like, I run mine at about 50, 60 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. I'm drying
they
my
seem to hold
filaments
up.
at 60, my PETG.
Yeah, so it's like
That's fine.
it's fine. I did my old ones out of ABS, but it's just that's too like you don't need it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be crazy. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm super happy with how well it works now. Just like
Nice.
keeps parts from getting scuffed up too much. I do have to hold certain parts. Like if parts have a really nice finish, I built little like racks that hold them in specific ways so that like because ultrasonics even rubbing against plastic, like you can get weird wear marks. So
yeah, ultrasonics are pretty violent.
Yeah, I try to hold everything from like inside or hold it from like areas that you wouldn't notice if there was a slight rub mark on it. So yeah, it's working much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we sent stuff to Anodize. I don't know if I spoke about that, getting the stuff back from Anodize last week.
I don't think so. I don't recall it anyways.
Anyway, we sent stuff to Anodize.
Yeah.
The mag bases, there's some that are scrap. I know this, but pretty decent yield. All the sight mounts that I sent, fucking threaded holes. There's runs everywhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bummer.
I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. So yeah, I think I might need to get a bit better at anodizing and just do that shit in house.
Okay, that's why you're wanting to. Yeah. Yeah, fair, but
I just don't want to. Like anodizing in house is a fucking ball ache.
I don't know why everybody. I mean, I know why everybody's terrible at it. Is because they're probably doing just massive shit where no one cares, and it's such a low cost thing. Yeah, it's like no one likes their anodizers.
Yeah, no, fuck. Like the mag bases will keep going there because their colors are more constant than mine, but all other shit I do in house now. Like fuck that.
Ugh, bummer.
So I don't know. I got a recommendation for some black dye that I must maybe try and organize before IMTS.
That's cool.
Apparently much cheaper
Cool.
than Caswell and much better.
Ooh, win-win then.
So I must maybe organize some. I'm trying to remember who recommended it. It was one of the guys on the Discord. So I'll go and harass them. So
cool.
Tell me about your better ordering system.
Okay, so this is funny because like it's something that I was annoyed by. So ordering this multi-etch, I'm annoyed because I'm looking at their site and I ordered it 5 days ago, and it shows like my status. Nothing has been updated. I'm like, well, I don't know if you've packed the order, if it's shipped. Like I don't know anything about this. This is frustrating to me. Like if I just had data, it'd be helpful. I wouldn't have to send you a message and be like, hey, is this still pending? Like what's up? And then I realized that basically for anybody that orders from me, that's kind of the situation you're in. If you log into the site and you look at your order, that's always updated. But nobody does that because like we live lives, and like you're not just gonna like, you want something that comes to your email that says like, hey, your order is shipped. Here's your tracking. And usually from that, people are happy. If they have a tracking like link in their email, then they'll just go and check that and it'll update. But the problem with mine is I use so many services, like I use handoff services, that the tracking isn't updated nicely that way. And sometimes the customer doesn't get an email at all. And I'll get an email like a week after someone places an order and they're like, hey, is this like, are you going to ship this? And I'm like, oh shit, it's already shipped. Like it's out for delivery today. I'm sorry you didn't get like the updates. And they're like, oh, sick, that's the best result. I'm like, okay, but like it's still annoying and I get it. And by the time you're sending me that email, you're probably already frustrated. So I found an integration. It integrates with a million things. It's just called Aftership. I actually logged in with them like years ago. But anyways, I'm running that now. So if anyone places an order with me, you'll get proper emails stating, and they handle like all that like third party handoffs with like all the stupid border clearance stuff I have to go through now. It'll go through every carrier and keep you updated. And it'll just I can choose to send like, I can send you an email on every update, which you don't want because then I turn into AliExpress and you get 900 emails a day.
No comment.
But they'll get the one email of like, here's your tracking, and it's just constantly updated, and you can just click it and see where your product is. So yeah, I'm running that now. It's a monthly thing again. You got to pay for it, but I think it'll keep people happier.
If it works,
If it
keeps
you get like
the value from it, then it makes no difference.
If it keeps like 1 or 2 emails out of my inbox, it pays for itself in my time, and then not to mention it makes for everyone else happier. So it's like that's a win-win. So yeah, 100%. I'll run that. See if it works.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? Your last topic here is new coolant.
Yes.
How's that going?
I finally brought Monica to the workshop and sucked out my machine, threw in the new coolant. It does the coolant things. It works really well. But I'm now noticing my fingers are feeling funny. So this is the what is it? It's the BioCool from FlexiLube, which is what I had before that I was getting that contact dermatitis with.
Right, yeah.
And yesterday I had my hands in the coolant all day, and my finger is looking weird. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll wash my hands and we'll see. If it persists, then I'm gonna have to change away from it again. But it does the thing. It's a lot less soupy than the MC. The FlexiCool MC has resulted in a slight increase in tool life. As in good. 4x in stainless steel.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's totally worth it then.
We noticed it on a 316 job that we do. It's a repeat job. Last time we did it, we were still using the old coolant. We've now switched to the MC. And Carl was burning through an insert every 3 parts. He did 10 parts with one insert, with one edge.
Nice.
We were running another 316 job over the weekend. We were getting between 80 and 100 parts per corner. We got 200 parts on a corner.
Damn, okay. That's nice then.
Like I turned the insert around because I was loading a different setup and I didn't want it to fuck out halfway through. It wasn't poked yet. So
you want this to work. Yeah.
And then also like rigid tapping, if the machine plays along, we'll do 2,000 parts on a tap, no problem.
Nice.
In steel.
Nice.
So I'm really enjoying the MC. It just gets a bit soupy with the whey oil. If you leave the whey oil, leave whale oil in it, it gets a bit thicker. So we've got an old vacuum cleaner that's being used to skim the whey oil off the tanks. Like it's dedicated to only skimming whey oil off tanks. So if you pull it, you lean in and just suck the shit off the top to try and keep it less soupy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I need
Yeah.
to suck out all the lathes this week with Monica and just cycle the coolant. So just pump it all
Mm.
out, pump it all back in, just get all the solids out of it, because the whey
Yeah.
oil tends to make solids with that coolant. But yeah, so I made that the new chip tray for the back of the LK with 0.1 millimeter stainless steel mesh. The whey oil and the MC literally made a layer across the mesh. So the coolant wasn't returning. So I had to blast it out with the hose pipe when I changed coolants. But now the BioCool AL seems to be working really well. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot less viscous. And getting pretty decent finishes in aluminium and in brass and in stainless. So for an aluminium specific coolant, it's working pretty well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Sick. Cool.
And doesn't leave oily residue everywhere, because that shit was getting annoying.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. I'm also working on a coolant-level monitor for my machine. So toilet bowl that floats.
Yeah.
Stick. But I'm not going to have it go through a linear guide to a sensor or something. I'm going to have a 4-bar link. So I'm going to have a potentiometer, a pivot, and then 2 pivots, and then it'll do that.
Oh.
And twist the potentiometer. That way there's nowhere that shit can get jammed up. No, because that's the problem. Like, you put, oh, cool, linear guide's great, right? Until it gets full of dust and starts clogging.
Absolutely.
And then, it says your coolant's full and it isn't. So I want it, because coolant level, I've got about an inch band where it needs to be for everything to work properly.
Yeah.
And we were burning through on Wednesday, I put 20 liters of coolant in the machine. Thursday, I put 40 liters of coolant into the machine.
Yeah.
That's how much we were, because we're surfacing at 12K. And we're roughing at like 8K, and there's face mills and all sorts of fun shit. So we were between carryout and evaporation. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But I mean, we also had the machine running for 20 out of 24 hours. So that's fine.
Yeah.
I can accept those numbers.
Yeah, I know. I know you always feel like you got a good day when you like the coolant tank, and I'm like, oh, it's warm now. I'm like, that was a lot to heat up that much coolant.
We running the good way. By the time I left yesterday, you open the door and it's fucking hot in there.
Oh yeah, totally.
Steel non-stop, like it gets hot. We also got a carbide drill. I think it's a Kyocera drill. Night and day compared to the other carbide drill we had.
Oh, nice.
It's a couple thousand parts, and it doesn't give a fuck. It's an expensive drill, but performance is acceptable for the price.
Good. That's good.
Because I'm busy also trying to get everything lined up so when I'm away, Carl can run without any issues. So
make your vacation
spare drills,
less stress. Yeah.
All the spares that he's going to need, so he can just keep the machines pumping.
Yeah.
Because fucking want to make lots of money while I'm not
there. Yeah, that helps.
That's the dream. Anyway, what is in your Google box, Curt?
My Google box is fun stuff. Cyberpunk drone sim mod. There's a mod for Cyberpunk that is
nice.
It's an actual drone. So like they integrated with Betaflight and everything. So if you're into that, actually, no, I'll link in the show notes. No one's going to be interested in it, but I'll link it anyways if you want to do that. There's also, if you've ever modded games, I've never modded games, and I just looked into this and like there is insane mods you can put on Cyberpunk, because that's already like it's pretty like there's a lot of adult content in that game, but you can make it a lot more adult content. If you want to. So I was like, oh boy, there's lots of fun mods for this one. So messed around with that. Jacob set me hip to something called ListMonk, because I was bitching about auto emailing services, and we were talking about, I don't know where my mouse one has disappeared. We were talking about different services we've used in the past. And he's like, why don't you just self-host your own? Because he's a code nerd, and he always thinks about that stuff. Like, self-host yourself. I'm like, dude, I don't want it. Anyways, he sent me hip to ListMonk, which is actually pretty sick. So I'm going to look into it a little bit more. It's less scary than I thought. 60 versus 100 watt fiber laser stuff because of that. And then aftership because of that, what we've talked about. So
nice.
How about you, Master Jim? What's in your Google box?
Black Fox Machining, because he makes awesome little knives, and the acid glue one is mine.
So pretty.
10-foot containers because I want a container for my tumbling and grinding, and looking for collet nuts because we are making some ER32 fixturing dinguses. I'm actually waiting for the guys from Sanderson to come back to me with a sample that I had heat treated and a spec on material for pre-hard. So we're going to machine them out of slightly harder material so that they're a little bit more wear resistant. But it's a stubby little ER32 with 9 holes in the bottom. So 8 for fixturing and 1 for a stopper. So you can bolt it to any of the Barnacle products, or you can bolt it to your own fixture, like if you need a hold round stock for an op1.
Gotcha. Smart.
Yeah, so waiting to find out about that pre-hard, and then we'll be making those. The ever-growing product line.
No doubt. I know.
Yeah. Where can people find you and your things, Curt?
Find me and my things, confoundedmachine.com. I think I'm going to do a pre-sale. We talked about it. There's actually information on my site under updates now, and emails if you're part of that. And then links to all this stuff if you want to buy our shirts or whatever. How about you, Mr. Yeah. I love that shirt.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. Jamie? Where can people find your stuff?
nauticalwh.com for any of the work holding shenanigans. JSpec ENG, which has a link to that. And for all the shirts all on the JSpec ENG store. We've got I'm My Family's Bread Loser, along with a bunch of other shirts that are now available, and all the back catalog is available there too. So go check out the shirts, and then JSpec_engineering on Instagram for the day-to-day happenings of the shop. Also, a link on JSpec ENG for that.
Do you have all the alternate spelling websites of nautical work holding now?
No,
did AJ send them to you?
He did send them to me. I just haven't transferred them because I don't know how. So I need to just have a chat to him and figure out what we need to do there.
Okay, I was talking about Jacob. And I was like, hey, do you need the Taps and Patience site before I point it to Grindr? He's like, I was like, Jamie said I can't give it to you until you give him the other ones. He's
I just haven't transferred them. I just don't know what I need to do there, so I'll make Danica look into it this week. Obviously, she's been a little bit fucking useless this week with her brother. So
fair. Totally
so
fair.
So I'll get her to have a look at it this week, and then we can transfer that over to them. We can point it at Grindr.
Oh, 100%. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Well, you're listening to Dungeon Crawler Call, so we can make some flicks, or what do they call them? Snicks.
Oh, flicksings? Or snicks, sorry.
Yes, snicks. We'll make some snicks of AJ and Harrison, and we can point it there.
I don't want to pollute my poor little AI with making it do that.
I was at the bookshop yesterday, and they only had book 1 and 2, because book 3, if you shine a UV light on them, book 3 doesn't show up. The others all have UV reactive ink, except book 3 because it's the Dungeon Anarchist's Cookbook.
Right. Yeah.
So I was at the bookshop and I'm like, I wonder if they have any of these. Oh, yeah, they do. So I fucking started reading it in the bookshop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danica made me go to the bookshop.
I've torn through all my like additional credits I had on Audible for my. So I just finished the Butcher's Masquerade. So now I have to wait. Or I'll probably just buy more credits because I can't wait. I'm a child.
We'll chat between the things. I'm actually going to go back and re-listen to The Inevitable Ruin because I did not pay enough attention.
I'm re-listening to The Butcher's Masquerade because I was like, what have I listened to? I'm like, I don't even know. I got to go back through this one. This one was a lot of moving parts, and I was just doing other things, and I didn't get a good story on it.
That's what happened with me with book 7, is I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah.
So I need to. I actually must put those all on a drive for my neighbor. Anyway, it's a problem for another day because I want him to start listening to it so we can discuss it in depth.
Yeah.
Go
listen, nerds. They're good.
It's fucking wild. Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, what are you up to tomorrow, Curt?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, tomorrow or Monday.
Probably loading parts for people on Marketplace. My wife is selling everything that isn't bolted down. So actually, it's fine. Lovely. We're both doing it together, but I end up getting roped into being the slave labor.
Yes.
So
yes,
yeah, I don't mind that. That's the easy part. And then shipping a bunch of orders out. Oh fuck! I got to go figure out this tariff nonsense now because now we're fighting again with the. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. So, anyways, if you place an order with me, I will hopefully just be able to send it to you, and if not, I'll have to chat with you via email because silly people are doing silly things. So we'll leave it at that. How about you? What are you doing?
Allegedly not working. I think I'm gonna convince Danica to walk the dogs late this afternoon, not during the middle of the fucking day heat. But yeah, I think I might run some anode today. I actually want to move my boat into the garage. That is what I want to do, because then I can work on my boat. Because I was thinking of maybe going fishing tomorrow morning, but I don't think I'm going to. I need to get through month end first, and then I will deal with going fishing. Because it's now starting to warm up again, so we might actually catch a fish. So I want to put my boat in the garage so I can do a bit of work on it. And I need to put my IPC charge on the truck so that I can take it to work on Monday. But yeah, I think I'm just going to potter around and just take it easy. It's been a busy week.
Everything.
Yesterday I only got to work at like 10 a.m., but then I was there till 5. So, and literally running flat out the entire time. We are out of drums for shavings. I filled an entire drum in one day on the LK.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So I'm taking the IPC tote that we can dump aluminium into there, then pack it into drums, and then weigh the drums and pack it into a big bag and just drag the bag out.
Oh,
for when our shaving guy will take it out of the totes or out of the drums. He'll handle that for us. But we need a bulk way to store shavings because we're about to run 1,800 aluminium parts on the MCO. So that's going to make a fair amount of shavings.
Right. Yeah.
So shaving management's becoming a problem. I also need to finish building my office at some point at the workshop.
So just a few things you got on the list, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going in today. Today I'm going to chill at the house and probably see family and crap.
It's like a thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, take a bit of a break, watch some TV.
Yeah, keep the brain healthy.
Go for a 5K later, go walk the doggos, and I should actually go look. Actually, no, I need to either go buy insoles or new shoes today because we're going to be walking a shitload at IMTS, and my boots. I've got slip-on boots, which are fine, but my foot slides forward a little bit, and it's caused the back of the insole, the top layer, to peel back, and then my heel's against the foam, and it's causing my heels to get sore. So I think new boots might be the correct, like lace-up boots might be the correct call.
Yeah, and break them in now. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Before I did. Because,
totally.
I made that mistake last time.
Yeah.
So did Danica. We walked, the day before IMTS, we walked like 10 kilometers around Chicago, and our feet were fucked.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it'll do it.
Don't be stupid, people. But my US trip is getting silly now. So Kenya Airlines moved our flight. So our first leg, they moved 6 hours earlier or 4 hours earlier. So Danica's phoning them tomorrow. I'm like, hey, cunts, we're on a business trip traveling with an old person. You've moved our flight, put us in the fucking business lounge in Nairobi. Like, this is not acceptable. So we're going to see if we can get business lounge access for free because they moved our flights.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
I'm also like, I kind of prefer this. It means there's less chance we're going to miss our connecting flight in Nairobi. Because if anything, if we delayed here with a 2-hour layover, that's cutting it a bit fine. So we go from here, we've got a few hours in Nairobi, land in the US, drive 8 hours. 9 hours after we land, we have a meetup in Cleveland. Then the following day, we're going to go to AJ via Ben, more than likely, unless we can get the Sanders thing lined up. If we can get that lined up, then sorry, Ben, we're going to Sanders. And then to AJ. And then from AJ, we're going up to Easton and Madison and going to go and tour Moria. And then Saturday afternoon, we'll be in Chicago for the week.
Damn, that's a lot of.
It's going to be a fucking busy 4 days.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, land and drive 8 hours straight.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's going to be. I don't know. I still need to organize a rental car. I need to organize something decent. I was thinking of getting a U-Haul truck and throwing the mother-in-law in the back.
Oh, dude, that's a bad idea.
If Danica complains, throw her in the back as well.
I mean, it'll sound and ride the same whether they're in the back or the front, so it doesn't matter. But
yeah, I was looking at like a Corolla or a Jetta or something decent, something pleasant to drive.
Yeah, totally.
Or an F-150, and just be poor from diesel.
Yeah.
Because that's going to not be cheap. But anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, please consider sharing, liking, and all those fun things. Busy dying. Still dying. Anyway, thank you very much. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, all.